See what people are talking about. Coin 6 News, The Buzz. Mornings at 6. Now on Hard Copy. Y2K. It's the computer glitch threatening worldwide catastrophes at the turn of the millennium.
You've got trillions of dollars at stake. Governments don't want to fail. People don't want to lose their money.
Now, find out how you can prepare for the ultimate computer crash. Cops say this minister and his wife took a child from a church orphanage, beat her, and turned her into a sex slave. It's the horrifying story that's tearing one family apart.
This is an injustice.
It's wrong what everybody's doing to them.
The Preacher's Daughter. These Baywatch stars save lives on the small screen. Now see how one 7-year-old boy put those life-saving skills to work. And Hard Copy's bringing him together with his TV heroes. It's the real-life Baywatch Rescue. Plus, putting on the pounds can take the sizzle out of your sex life. Now find out how these couples are getting their groove back. This is Hard Copy for Tuesday, March 23rd.
Hi, I'm Kyle Kraska. It's the glitch that could spell disaster for millions of computers. Y2K has users unplugging their PCs and preparing for the end of the world. Well, our Steve Langford spent time with one computer programmer who's doing just that.
This is our well, our source of water.
He's like a modern-day Noah, building his own kind of ark in the desert and warning anyone who'll listen that the end could be at hand.
If I can get even a few people to prepare early, that's better than panicking late.
His name is Scott Olmsted. He's a San Diego computer programmer, and he believes the world as we know it could soon be destroyed. Not by a great flood, but by the dreaded year 2000 computer bug that's become commonly known as Y2K.
I think it was man himself, short-sighted as he is, doing something that turned around and bit him a few years later.
Olmsted says he realized the devastating potential of the Y2K bug 2 years ago and started building a kind of millennial survival compound in the far reaches of the California desert. And just as in the days of Noah, many questioned his sanity, even his own family.
I thought he was probably a bit nutty, to tell you the truth.
But now Scott Olmsted's wife, Barbara, and son, David, aren't so sure about that, and neither are some other people.
I don't think that anyone who prepares peacefully for the protection of their family so that they will have food and water is nuts.
In fact, Los Angeles computer expert Dina Tevis Ingram concedes that the worst scenario for the Y2K bug could indeed spell the kind of global disaster Olmsted fears.
We have doomsday. We have Armageddon.
Nobody really knows for sure what will happen on the 1st of January 2000. Because the brilliant minds who created our computer technology forgot to teach it how to count beyond the year 1999. And they won't find out how well the glitch has been corrected until the new millennium actually arrives.
So you've got all of these databank systems and all of these investment and spreadsheet systems and payment systems and payroll systems in almost time collapse countdown.
Computers control everything from satellites to the military and the world's financial system. And if everything should go wrong, it could spell global disaster.
Utilities collapse. We no longer get our power and our water. The electrical grid goes down. We are not able to access our money in banks because ATMs no longer work.
It could also mean accidents in space, disaster in the air, chaos on the ground, and even an accidental nuclear launch.
It was a problem that was completely underestimated. And because it was so simple, nobody took it seriously enough.
Except for Scott Olmsted and a handful of others like him who have decided not to take any chances. The Olmsteds decided they should be ready to leave their San Diego home and run for the hills. So they built this remote doomsday safe house, which they are now busy stockpiling with basic supplies and non-perishable food, just in case the worst should happen.
We'd have enough to share with relatives and maybe our neighbors.
If we have to come out here, we will have this place all ready to go, just as though it was a house and home.
And while it appears thousands of other Americans are following the lead of the Olmsteds and preparing for the worst, most are simply hoping for the best.
I feel very confident that we will make the best of it, and we will muddle through it as we have for every millennium.
Every millennium, that is, since the Great Flood.
Scott Olmsted, ironically, is using a website to warn others about Y2K, and he's getting over 3,000 hits per day from people who want to know more. Fans were stunned to learn about the untimely death of actress Michelle Thomas, struck down by cancer in the prime of her life. Well, now family and friends are paying tribute to Michelle's memory.
I remember that last time. Oh yeah, it was raining outside.
It's the kind of tragedy that could have been the storyline of a daytime soap opera. But sadly, it was real life and death for Michelle Thomas, the brilliant young star of The Young and the Restless.
She was the age when she really was beautiful.
We'd like to think we're all going to live to be 100. She had her whole life in front of her.
The world first came to know and love Michelle Thomas as Justine, Theo's sweet, sensitive girlfriend on The Cosby Show.
I have a lot of things inside of me that I want to say to you.
By the age of 29, her other credits included Family Matters and the film Soul Food.
Michelle has a presence that you can't miss.
She was entertaining and she was singing. I mean, that's what Michelle wanted to do.
When that sets the leaves to swaying, accent violins are playing.
Michelle was on the cusp of real success with her whole life ahead of her when she received devastating news.
She had a little surgery, and they removed these little tumors. They were benign. She was fine.
After what appeared to be a successful minor surgery, brave Michelle went about her life. Then last summer, this talented young actress finally landed the role of a lifetime as Callie, an aspiring vocalist in the soap opera The Young and the Restless.
When sunny gets blue.
She was going to be our Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, jazz singer of the 21st century.
I always used to tell her, I said, how are you so damn happy all the time? And she just, because I'm just happy to be here.
With an haunting melody.
After years of hard work, Michelle was finally living her dream of acting and singing. Then, a return visit to the doctor's office brought the unthinkable, the diagnosis of a rare form of terminal cancer.
They said she had these tumors that had grown and they were inoperable. They're like, okay, which means what? Well, they're inoperable and, there's nothing we can do about it. And then they gave her an option, either die from the tumors or die from the chemotherapy.
All the while, Michelle stood strong, selflessly keeping her illness from the one she loved.
She didn't want us to be sad. She didn't want her problems to be our problems.
She forbade me to call her grandfather because she knew that would probably kill him.
She looked out for us by being funny and helping us through a difficult time in her life.
Memories will fade.
Even while Michelle was singing her heart out, cancer was taking over her body, but she was determined to be at peace.
She was like, you know what, Mom, if this is how it's going to be, then I'm going to put this in God's hands. We never discussed it as to be, okay, woe is me, you're getting ready to die. That was unacceptable.
As this brave young woman was facing the fight of her life, longtime friend Malcolm Jamal Warner came to her side.
He got on the plane right away. He was right there. Every so often, she'd kind of open her eyes, kind of smile. The girl, she looked like she was sleeping. And when she went out of here, she took a breath, and looked out the window, saw the sun coming out. Looked around, kind of went to shut her eyes.
In her passing, this shining star leaves a legacy of love, strength, and a smile that brought joy to so many others.
Up next, the outrageous court case that has this God-fearing reverend fearing a child rape conviction.
We're praying for the kids. We're praying that justice will prevail.
The story behind this reported sinister minister is next. Plus, has gaining weight caused your love life to lag?
I want to be desirable. I want to be loved. I wouldn't mind a little lust.
Find out how these couples are putting the magic back into their marriage and the spice back into their sex lives. And this little girl owes her life to her 7-year-old friend, and he owes his life-saving abilities to Baywatch, the story of his real-life rescue. Coming up.
Every month I get cramps, headaches, bloating. I need Midol. Tylenol's not enough. Midol's just as strong on pain, and it's got something for bloating and fatigue, too. Midol, because your period's more than a pain.
From the Pond's Institute, it's simply amazing. Introducing Cleansing and Makeup Remover Towelettes. So revolutionary, a dirt-loving fiber gently cleans dirt and removes even waterproof makeup in one simple step.
Wow.
Pond's Cleansing and Makeup Remover Towelettes.
Nicholas, Oregon's leading classified newspaper, your source for new and used cars, apartment rentals, and more, is proud to introduce the new Hispanic market pages, especially for readers and advertisers in Spanish. If you would like to tap into Oregon's fastest-growing minority population with over $1 billion in annual buying power, call us today, 503-256-4210. Can you afford not to? Nicholas. Serious Classifieds.
If I said you could get your hair back free, get up to 65% off major hotels, plus save as much as $180 on American Airlines, you'd probably think I was kidding. Well, guess what? I'm not kidding. We're not about drugs or surgery. We're about adding real hair in with your own. So call 1-800-HAIR-CLUB now for your free brochure. Free hair, and for limited time, up to 65% off major hotels and up to $180 off American Airlines. Just prepay for a club plan, and the hair is free.
I'm Mike Donahue, and this is my friend Connor, inviting you to join us for the March of Dimes Walk America, Saturday, April 24th. It starts at the Rose Quarter Commons at 8 a.m., and the proceeds from this event will enable March of Dimes to keep saving babies. So come out and walk, and give every baby a chance to grow up healthy and strong like little Connor.
Celebrate 2000 with Coin TV6.
Colds last about 10 days. Initial research shows Zicam Cold Remedy significantly reduces the duration of the common cold. Fight colds where they start with Zicam.
I need a bigger aquarium.
And the right vitamins. Introducing One-A-Day Kids Complete with 19 essential vitamins and minerals.
Now the God-fearing preacher, who cops say didn't fear the laws of the land. He and his wife are accused of kidnapping a baby girl and using her as a slave for the last 20 years. Ed Miller reports.
Bristol, Tennessee, deep in the Bible Belt. Nobody gets more respect here than a man of the cloth. But people don't know what to make of this preacher and his wife. Cops say they tortured a girl they raised from infancy, turned her into a servant, and their slave.
We're praying for the kids. We're praying that whatever the situation is, that justice will prevail.
I love my parents with all my heart. The allegations are false. This is an injustice.
Preacher Joseph Combs and his missus used to run the Emmanuel Baptist Church. Now they're both charged with crimes that would make any God-fearing person tremble. Prosecutors say they beat the little girl with a rope, a whip, even a baseball bat. And the preacher is accused of raping her. On a local radio show, Preacher Combs denied it.
They said, we don't know what kind of monster you are, but we know you've raped your daughter and you've tried to kill her, and we're going to make sure you go away to prison.
Had you raped your daughter?
Well, of course
Had you
not.
poisoned your daughter?
No, sir.
We can't tell you her name or show you her face, but we can tell you that about a year ago, the preacher's daughter, who was then 19, was rushed to an emergency room after she tried to commit suicide by drinking antifreeze. That's when doctors discovered scars, possibly evidence of lifelong abuse.
Not just one scar, but scars on top of scars. And for that type of scar tissue, there is no practical way that we could ever understand that a child could put that on her own body.
Police say at first she wouldn't talk, but after befriending this detective, she opened up and told a terrifying tale about what allegedly happened to her behind the walls of the Emmanuel Baptist Church.
She did not know any better. She thought she lived in a normal environment. She thought that this type of abuse is what every child goes through.
It gets more bizarre. Police say the preacher and his wife never completed a legal adoption. so they're charged with kidnapping as well. And the young woman is suing. Supporters like Reverend Aaron Wells say it's all a case of persecution by overzealous prosecutors.
I've just been very, very shocked at the allegations. I believe that most of them are based on the allegations of an emotionally, mentally disturbed young lady who needs some psychological help.
As for the Combs' 3 other adult children, they say they never experienced or saw any abuse.
I love my mom and dad, and all of this is not true, and it's wrong what everybody's doing to them.
So are they righteous or wicked? It's a twisted Tennessee waltz between good and evil.
Say married couple Rosemary and Alan Green. In sickness and in health, of course, promised Lisa and Dan Arnold. But it's just too bad for fatter or thinner isn't part of the marital commitment.
I'd see people walk by and they said, "What is that fat girl with, that skinny guy?" And I'm like, oh, I was just devastated.
I know there were times when I cried myself to sleep because I felt like I would love to have been romantic, but I didn't deserve it. I want to be desirable. I want to be needed. I want to be loved. I wouldn't mind a little lust.
But after her 5th child, this once slender beauty queen weighed 320 pounds. And Lisa Arnold is carrying around an extra 70 pounds since those slim days as a newlywed.
I was completely morphed from the person that you married, I was like this completely different person.
When you don't feel lovable, it's really hard to accept the love from another person. It's hard to love another person.
And even more devastating, your spouse's rejection.
I felt less passionate toward her physically, toward her physical body. I was less aroused by her physical appearance.
Dan Arnold is the kind of guy who insists weight is not a turnoff.
I think my wife is beautiful no matter how, what size she is.
But his actions speak louder.
I would say, aren't you through with that yet? Or something kind of nasty like that.
Or worse yet.
He would go and, eat ice cream in front of me often.
Sometimes husbands give their wives quite conflicting messages about weight loss.
Dr. Edward Abramson wrote the book on fat and marriage. He says sometimes a spouse will sabotage your weight loss effort.
Sometimes the husband feels that he's safe with his wife as long as she's heavy.
But wait a minute. This isn't just a woman thing. Did you know that men are more wrapped up in their sexual identity?
They become attached to their physical appearance when they were in their late teens and early 20s, when they thought of themselves as studly. And over time, they lose that studly appearance.
And when Mr. Stud becomes Mr. Pudge?
It's so easy for most men to feel like they can be insulted and made to feel as if they're not sexually confident.
Bill takes some nice deep breaths in and out.
Bill Bingham says his wife of 25 years is not bothered by Bill's weight, but it's deflated his sexuality.
I never felt comfortable with the lights on or during daylight hours. Basically in the dark is the only time because I didn't want to be seen.
Are there solutions? You bet. First, couples should separate the issues of weight from sex. Don't eat junk food in front of your dieting spouse. Exercise together and cut out the wisecracks and the critical comments.
No one is going to lose weight because they're nagged. I mean, at best, they will stop eating right now, but then they'll eat twice as much later.
Bill Bingham is dropping weight and feeling more confident. Dan Arnold has become his wife's personal trainer and doesn't eat ice cream in front of her anymore. And Alan Green is much more supportive of his wife.
I felt so sorry for the many things that I've done to aggravate her problem.
You know, there just might be something to that old saying, more to love.
Up next, the young boy who learned some life-saving lessons from these Baywatch stars, then used them to save his friend.
I swam over here and got Jacqueline and I paddled back to shore.
Now, he's getting a special surprise from 2 of the show's stars. His heroic story, next.
However you choose to nourish the inside of your body, nourish the outside with new Dove Nutrium. It's unlike anything you've seen or felt before. On one side, a gentle cleanser. The other, a nutrient-rich body lotion with vitamin E. New Dove Nutrient. It goes beyond moisturizing to nourish more than any other body wash. Nutrient. For soft and nourished skin.
This is really something. You see this pain reliever? Nothing is proven to work better or last longer. Nothing. You see this one? For 14 years, people have counted on this for relief that's gentle on the stomach. And you may be surprised to learn that both are Advil. It's true. Nothing's proven to work better or longer than Advil. And millions of people can tell you it's gentle to the stomach. Strong, yet gentle. Advil.
It's the tastiest thing to happen to wheat in years. So we brought our spokesman to this field. There's just one problem.
Hey!
He's a little short.
Down here!
Presenting the flavorful taste of Keebler Wheatables crackers. Stone ground wheat, baked with a touch of oatmeal and golden honey. Naturally delicious taste from a true giant in his field.
Everybody's a comedian.
Keebler Wheatables.
It doesn't look like makeup. It doesn't feel like makeup. It's a new kind of natural. True Illusion from Maybelline. Some makeup can clump and look obvious, but True Illusion's exclusive micro mesh formula releases color pigments weightlessly, evenly, subtly concealing imperfections for a flawless yet makeup-free look. True Illusion liquid makeup. And now new liquid to powder compact makeup from Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it.
Reporter Steve Everett has a bad reputation.
You're the guy who led that crusade to get the rapist released, aren't you?
A troubled past.
He was a drunk then, he isn't now.
And a nose.
Did you kill that woman or not?
For the truth.
Now, come on, there was somebody, wasn't there?
Do you want your opinion of reporters who have punches?
Clint Eastwood.
They're gonna kill the guy tonight.
No, believe us!
Yes, I believe you.
True Crime. Rated R. Starts Friday, March 19th.
Inventors. Invention Submission Corporation can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Call 1-800-727-IDEA for free information.
Now, you've seen the buff Baywatch lifeguard save countless lives on TV, but you're about to see how two of the show's stars inspired a real-life rescue between a young fan and his friend. Steve Langford explains.
Lifeguards in red suits racing down the beach are making a splash with fans around the world. It's the storyline sprinkled with the beautiful Baywatch lifeguards that are now turning the spotlight on the act of saving lives.
No pulse, she's not breathing. Begin CPR.
It was a scene from Baywatch that hit home with a 7-year-old boy from Southern California. Daniel Klein-Bunskate and his 5-year-old friend returned to the scene where it happened nearly 9 months ago.
She was on the raft. She slid off. I flipped right over. I fell right into the water, and my head poked through it. I swam over here and got Jacqueline, and I paddled back to shore.
I asked, I asked, how'd you learn to do that? It really surprised me when he just said, I learned it from Baywatch.
News soon spread to the show, and two of its stars paid a special visit to Daniel.
Hi, are you Daniel? Well, it's nice to meet you.
We heard you made kind of a special rescue. We came over here to congratulate you.
Actors Michael Newman and Kelly Packard spent time with a young lifeguard around the pool where the rescue took place.
Did you swim with her like that?
That's
exactly how we do it on the show. I got to tell you, it's the one reason why I chose to do the show is to know that there's a positive message going out, and especially to kids.
Daniel, you're not the first kid that has learned how to save lives from watching Baywatch. That's the really cool thing that Kelly and I never imagined that people would actually be watching the show and learning how to save lives.
Before leaving, they made Daniel an honorary Baywatch Junior lifeguard.
This is a real Los Angeles County lifeguard patch that real lifeguards get.
Congratulations, Daniel.
The power of television helped this little girl celebrate her 5th birthday, and for that, she is forever grateful.
I think I'm grateful for Daniel saving me.
That is great. And we'll have more from Baywatch stars Kelly Packard and Michael Newman coming up next.
Don't buy an adjustable bed until you come see us at Sleep Country. Sleep Country carries the largest selection of adjustable beds, and we sell the very best, Simmons and Spring Air, for a lot less. There are lots of Sleep Country stores, so it's easy to come in and try all the different models. There's a big difference in firmness and features, and I wouldn't want to buy until I'd tried them all. Plus, we offer free express delivery and a comfort guarantee. For more information, call this toll-free number.
You wouldn't want this man's job. He works hard, very hard, at the mercy of breaking news, on call 24 hours a day. Captain Warren Petrie, News Chopper 6 pilot reporter. When news hits, he flies.
Getting ready to evacuate about 250 homes. The problem they've got...
Maybe you would want his job. Captain Warren Petrie, the hardest working man in television, working for you every day on KOIN 6 News. People who know.
In Portland, a widow gets water from a faucet instead of a hole in the roof. Near Salem, a couple won't have to trade in their home when they retire. And in Vancouver, sunlight enters a home through windows instead of a plastic sheet. Last year, we repaired over 4,000 homes across America for those who couldn't do it themselves. We're Christmas in April. We do more than rebuild homes. We rebuild lives. Help us help others in our area.
The new millennium is coming. Don't be left out in the cold. Now's the time to view the future, the new millennium at Fleetwood Home Centers. All this could be yours now for only $4.99 down. Your family could enjoy $19.99 in this special one-of-a-kind home with 4 bedrooms and 2 baths. Act now on any Fleetwood home and receive a free color TV and satellite dish. The new Millennium Homes, only at Fleetwood Home Centers, your direct factory outlet with 3 centers to serve you. Fleetwood Home Centers, making your dream easy to buy and a pleasure to own.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and this is Bailey and Michelle. We're all patients at Dornbecker Children's Hospital. Not long ago, I lost my hair just like Bailey because of cancer treatments. Until my hair grows back like Michelle's, it's nice to know that I have some friends who will keep me company. For every $500 in pledges, a cop will volunteer to get a shaved head. Make your pledge of any amount at any metro area Supercuts or by calling this number. Help kids with cancer. Crop a cop.
Closed captioning provided by...
Check out Meineke and get 50% off lifetime brake pads and shoes.
At Meineke, you won't pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I guarantee it. And that is Hard Copy for now. We're going to leave you with Baywatch stars Kelly Packard and Michael Newman. I'm Kyle Kraska, and we'll see you next time.
That's the whole cool thing about Baywatch, is that it's a show about saving lives.
I got to tell you, it's the one reason why I chose to do the show, is to know that there's a positive message going out, and especially to kids.
There's very few shows that are actually about physically going out there and making a difference. So, I mean, this is just some great positive outflow of Baywatch and positive influence of television on people.